Yes. Mhm. You know, it says here the service of the order, unless the respondent or the respondent's lawyer was present at the hearing. This order must be served on the respondent. Mhm. Now, you did serve me. You served me in the Sequim Public Library. Are you trying to humiliate me, brutalize me, deprive me of all rights as a citizen of the United States? Then cover up your fall? Well, actually, it would be your police brutality. You know, when you think about it, dismissing these cases because you say that I'm mentally ill, having court hearings where I say, well, I just need to reschedule the mental health evaluation, and you say, well, let's talk about this case. Are you sure the judiciary isn't brutalizing me? I mean, how many judges find it funny right now? I tell the judge that I wasn't served. Brent Bateman said, well, we don't have to serve you. See, the court will review upon motion of respondent. But I don't motion a court that doesn't protect my civil rights. I don't motion a court that didn't make sure that I got notice of court hearings. I don't motion a court that doesn't have the authority of law to dissolve a marriage. Pope. I don't motion a court that continuously covers up their crime of violating the laws. Well, Brent, did you conspire to deprive me of those rights because this mental health evaluation? Yes. And then you did it again the next year. Oh, well, look at that. It looks like Clallam, Jefferson County. You don't want to get sued? See, the protection order that was issued in 2013, right, where you say that you did mail me the notice of the court hearings, right, but the mail was undeliverable. Did you send it to 1023 Kitchen Dick Road? Did you send it to the sanctuary, Heidi? Did Mike Van Proyen write on it, no longer at this address? Or did you send it to my mother and she sat on? Well, where'd you send the fucking mail? Undeliverable mail. Oh, well, you put it in publication and you mailed it. Yes. Did Mike get a copy of it? Did he make up some story about, oh, I sent him a text message that he can never contact myself or his wife? Well, where'd you send it? Did Sandy Taylor get it and then thought, well, I'm not calling him. I'm not emailing him. I'm not going to be involved in my son's life because there's something not quite right with him. He's making this decision to be homeless. Yeah. What if he did? Right. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm just not going to call you. Didn't you get paid to make all those shows? You set me up so that Heidi could abduct my sons, and then you could be on all these different individuals and you could pay them to torment me and brutalize me because you and Uncle Wayne and Aunt Lori's right. Well, I'm not going to call my mom. I'm not going to call my uncle. I'm not going to cry Uncle Wayne. Are you jealous? Am I really the rich one? Is there some inheritance that you have been hiding from me? Oh, look at my relatives that got paid to make all those shows. And where'd you get that money from? Poop. Now, if I was to think about, gotcha. Heidi saying, no, tell Oprah to tear up the contract. And if I was to think about exactly who it was that paid and paid and paid. See, I know that my mother and my stepfather are on Social Security disability. I know that my Uncle Wayne works at a dam. Yeah, you're making good money over there, are you? I know. I'm just not going to call them. Did you pay them to bribe? Say hello to Officer Johnson? Ooch. Well, isn't it police brutality when I tell an officer that I want my civil rights enforced and I want my sons, and then he tells, well, apples to apples and oranges to oranges. I sent you 2,400,000 emails, and all you did is make fun of me. You mocked. You put me in jail. You put the handcuffs on extra tight. Yes. You got paid for all the shows. You sat there for 81 recorded phone calls where you said I was crazy for not knowing, yes, that you can't serve me in the Squim Public Library so that everybody could witness it. Yeah. You can't issue a protection order that was not within the 90 days of expiration. Yes. You can't issue a protection order where you had a temporary protection order for 48 days. You can't serve somebody other than myself, and the petitioner does have to appear in court and does have to acknowledge consent of the order. Ouch! Then you can't use forgeries. Now let me see here. You said that it was issued according to the requirements of the law of the RCWs of the state of Washington. I email you 100,000 copies of what the instructions say. And all you do is make fun of me. Every day you make fun of me. You think it's funny that my face is too close? Ooch. That I have no money? Pooh. That no one wants to enforce the laws? Yes. You just laughing your fucking asses off as if this is funny using a traffic citation. See, the order granted under Title RCW 26. Let's see here. Findings. Must issue the above orders and an order to surrender weapons because respondent did not have actual notice of the hearings. Eesh. I was never a credible threat and I wasn't an intimate partner. That the petitioner didn't appear in court. Ouch. She never acknowledged receipt of the copy of this order. Then you use a forgery of the ex officio Superior Court clerk. Oh, that's not a real signature, is it, Christy Miller? Is that your signature? Is that your signature? Well, one of the two is not your signature. And since one of those signatures is not the signature of Christy Miller, yes, this is a fraudulent document. And you're not going to enforce the RCWs. You're not going to enforce the requirements necessary to grant a protection order. You're just not going to do it. What you're going to do is you're going to keep arresting me, brutalizing me. Isn't that what you're going to do? You're going to teach me the lesson about how the laws of the United States will not be enforced in this county. That you, as law enforcement, well, the way that I understand the laws, yes, RCW 26, it does require a signature of the petitioner. The petitioner does have to acknowledge receipt of the order. Yes. It's a requirement of the law that the petitioner must appear in court on the day of the court hearing. Now, which of you thought that you could do whatever the fuck you... Well, it's police brutality. You're brutalizing me. You're teaching me the lesson that you are 100% in control and you never have to enforce the laws of the United States because you can always cover up your fraud. Can't you? You can cover up any fraud. You can always come the money. You can make sure as to always cover up any criminal activity on the part of police department, on the part of the sheriff's department. You can, can't you? Nobody is going to tell you how you're going to run your county. There's not a person in this nation that has